Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new trends video. It's official over here in the UK. Spring has sprungeth. Summer is summering. It's so warm right now in the UK. We are having our first mega heat wave of the year. This is just what happens over here. We have a week to 2 weeks of blistering hot weather. Everyone gets excited, the barbecues come out, the fashion changes, everyone is loving life, and then after this we will have a week straight of thunderstorms and rain. So I'm jumping on the bandwagon now while it's a lovely, gorgeous hot day. You can probably see the sun is shining in. Don't mind my little fan back here. I am filming in my bedroom, but it's so warm in here. I already know I'm going to be pausing to put the fan on for a little while I'm filming this video. But I love filming these videos. I love chatting about the new trends, the new season, what kind of things to expect in the shops. So yeah, I did think let's take advantage of this weather and let's get a good old summer trends video filmed for you guys. Just before I jump into the video, I do just want to quickly say that a lot of the trends sort of trending for summer are very much the same or very similar to my last video for my spring trends video. So rather than creating a video that was pretty much word for word the same, I'm going to link that down. I was going to say link it downstairs. Link it downstairs, link it below so that you can watch that if you've not seen that already, because a lot of those trends still stand now. So I thought I would do a little bit more of like a deep dive for this video. We're going to be getting into the nitty gritty details. Usually I keep it very high level, I don't go into too much detail with each of the trends, but we're going to be doing a little bit of a deep dive. So settle yourself in, let me talk to you about the fashion trends for summer 2023. Hopefully I don't have a sweaty upper lip and I'm going to manage to get through this video. So if we just look back, rewind back to summer 2022, a lot of the trends coming in then were heavily focused around the kind of Y2K theme. Now that is still prominent in 2023, but with a bit of a change. The Y2K aesthetic has been, let's say, tamed, it's been refined. There's elements of it still there, but it's definitely been reined in a little bit now. There's now a huge focus on wardrobe staples, which leads me very conveniently to my first trend of 2023, and that is elevated basics. Now you might have heard of this being referred to as a few different things: quiet luxury, old money. For me personally, I don't like the reference to old money because I think that implies that this is a trend based on how much you spend on your outfit, and I never think that that is a huge factor when it comes to trends. Trends are supposed to be accessible and playful and fun, get you out your comfort zone, so I'm not a fan of the old money term, but quiet luxury, elevated basics, I'm definitely here for it. We're seeing a lot more cleaner silhouettes, more refined colour palettes, so yes, lots of neutrals. I know lots of you will be like, oh, it's so boring. That's what we're just seeing. We're seeing a lot of expensive looking clothes, camel colours, navy, these gorgeous rich tones that do just make an outfit look more expensive. We're seeing a lot more natural fabrics, cotton, heavy linen, basically the fundamentals to a perfect capsule wardrobe in my opinion. So I'm so glad this has now become more of a trend, because I feel like you'll never ever regret investing in your basics when it comes to your wardrobe. Whereas I know so many times you might have bought something that was trendy at the time and then you look back 6 months later, 12 months later, and you're like, oh my gosh, why did I ever buy that? Now I know I'll never wear it again. So the fact that this is trending is just music to my ears. I think it's great. I've seen a lot of people on TikTok kind of refer to this as kind of like the Sophia Richie moment, and don't get me wrong, I think she always looks incredible. I love her outfits and she's definitely an inspiration when it comes to this trend. Do I think she started it? No, I don't. I think we were always heading this way, to be completely honest. I think if you actually look, there's been a lot of people dressing this way for quite a while, and I think it's just having its moment, and Sophia Richie is conveniently just right place, right time. It kind of encapsulates her style, but I think it also encapsulates a lot of people's style. So yeah, that's just my take on it though. I'm really happy about it, so there we go. Another big trend for summer 2023, which may go slightly against what I've just said. Oh my gosh, sorry, I really need to get comfortable. It's super hot in this room, but it is metallics. More specifically, we're seeing a lot of gold and silvers. I personally love a metallic moment, especially if it's in a more natural metallic colour like the gold and silvers. For me, I'm not so keen on a more bright coloured metallic. I feel like that's when it can go down the kind of garish looking route. You have to be really careful with it, but gold and silver to me, it's still classic, it's still very capsule, but it's just a little bit more fun. And I don't think this is going to be a trend that we're going to see end here in summer. So for those of you really conscious that you want pieces in your wardrobe to last and see you through the seasons, this is going to be huge going into autumn winter as well. I'm not going to start an autumn winter trends video right now, but it's going to be huge, and we're going to see gold and silvers in heavier fabrics. Like, we're already seeing the silver leather trousers, we're going to be seeing jackets, jumpsuits. So yeah, it's not a trend that's going to be fleeting, that's for sure. I think it's going to be sticking around for quite a while. So I'm really happy about that. As I said, love a metallic moment, so yeah. Okay, I feel like with these trend videos, I always tend to kind of move the trends I'm not a big fan of down the list and always include them towards the end of the video. So I'm going to break the habit of a lifetime and mention something now. Guys, can you guess what trend I'm going to mention that I've said multiple times I don't like it? But yes, it's still around, and it's ballet flats, but it's ballet flats 2.0. Guys, they're growing. Guys, they're getting worse. They're breeding. There's too many people are buying ballet flats, and now they've got a whole other new revenues of ballet flats coming out. It's scary. But on a serious level, because I know so many of you guys love ballet flats, and I have nothing against that, they're just not for me. But we are seeing a whole new era now of ballet flats. So yeah, you've got your classic little ballerina shoes, very cutesy. We're now seeing like a whole new ball game of ballet flats. We are seeing mesh ballet flats. Not my cup of tea, but whatever floats your boat. We're seeing ballet flats with lots of straps. We're seeing ballet flats with pointed toes. They're just growing. I feel like this happens with a lot of trends, where a trend will start out just a little bit. We saw it with the Y2K thing. At first it was just a low-rise denim jean, and now look where we are, guys. We're back to wearing denim maxi skirts. So I kind of knew this one was going to be coming, but yeah, ballet flats are evolving, and they're just getting more popular. Next up, and I know I definitely mentioned this briefly in my last trends video, but it is the flowers, floral, the rosette kind of trend. So I know flowers, florals will always be popular in the spring and summer in terms of a print, but what we're seeing is these rosettes, so these stitched on flowers onto, and they're on everything. I've seen them on tops, dresses, swimming costumes, hats, everything, you name it, there's a stitched on flower there. I don't know where this evolution has come from, but we have really stepped up from just a floral print, and now we are wearing flowers. We saw it start probably about 12 months ago when the whole kind of flower choker trend started back up, but yeah, the flowers are spreading. They're just becoming more and more popular, and we're seeing them on everything now. And this is definitely a trend that's going to sit with us through autumn winter. So if you are worried about whether you've missed the boat on it, you've really not. We're going to be seeing a lot of this. I also think this is going to be quite prominent next year as well. Okay guys, I did already mention these a minute ago, but I'm giving them the full mention they deserve. The maxi skirt. Now obviously in spring we saw the return of the maxi skirt, but in particular it was all about the denim maxi skirt. It was very much 90s Y2K kind of vibes, but the maxi skirt is staying. The materials, they're changing up. They're becoming a little bit more warm weather friendly, so prepare to be seeing a lot of maxi skirts in really nice linen fabrics, really gorgeous cottons, satins, silk. We're just seeing them evolve into more summer friendly fabrics, and I'm here for it. I really jumped on the denim maxi skirt trend in the spring, so I'm actually really looking forward to trying a few more of like the summer versions. I think a white linen maxi skirt, maybe as a matching set with a matching crop top, would just be so gorgeous in the summer right now. So yeah, definitely a trend that I will be hopping on board with. Something else that you're going to be seeing a lot of and is super popular, and even right now, and it's an all white outfit. I'd say not very groundbreaking for summer. White does become more and more popular, but we're just seeing it more and more and more now. And the great thing about this is you can encapsulate any of the other summer trends within this one. So you might wear, as I literally just mentioned, a white maxi skirt with a matching white top. You might have stitched on white flowers all over your outfit. You could have a pair of white ballet flats with it. It definitely stems from the elevated basics, the quiet luxury trend. I think an all white outfit, if you wear the right materials and fabrics, just always looks so classy and put together. And especially in summer, there's something about an all white linen outfit in summer. It just does something to me. It's so gorgeous. So yeah, it's just a little bit of an extension really from the quiet luxury trend. Right guys, let's talk about accessories. This is a trend that I remember mentioning at the very beginning of the year when I do kind of like my yearly forecast for the year, and it's one I'm very, very happy about. So you might remember a couple of years ago, the huge trend was tiny micro mini bags. Bags so small that it was almost a joke to own one. You couldn't even fit your mobile phone in these bags. And now it's been completely flipped on its head, and now everyone wants to fit everything in the kitchen sink in their bag. So moving on to summer, it's still really on trend to have a huge bag. In particular, huge basket bags are really high on the trending list right now, and you've probably seen it for yourself. The big large tote bags, the basket bags. Next up, set to be super on trend for summer, is the crochet and cobweb trend. I've already seen a lot of this on Instagram and on TikTok, particularly in the realm of sort of beach cover-ups and beachwear and that sort of thing. But it doesn't end there. We're going to be seeing a lot of the crochet detailing across the whole board. I have actually seen a couple of really cute like crochet cord sets, like little t-shirts and shorts, and I think they're so cute. I also think they're going to be super popular when it comes to dresses, and also I think we'll see a few of the other trends kind of dip into this one. You might see the crochet dresses in kind of with like metallic threads running through them. You might see them with the stitched on rosettes and the flowers on them. I think it's a really nice playful trend. Definitely one I'll be jumping on board with. I think it's always fun to have a little bit of fun with the base layers of outfits, especially the cord sets. I think, don't get me wrong, I love a cotton or a linen set in the summer, but yeah, having something a little bit different like the crochet, like fine knit, I think, yeah, it'll just be a little bit different. So definitely something that I am on board with for this year. And something else we're going to be seeing, which is going to be a huge trend, is the cottage core trend. Now, what exactly is this? So the cottage core trend is all about the kind of romantic, floral, girly silhouettes when it comes to dressing. There's a lot of sheer fabrics, a lot of lace, just a lot of very feminine, cutesy, girly type outfits. Now, where I think a lot of this comes from is the cottage core kind of lifestyle becoming quite a trend. It's basically an aesthetic that just celebrates the simple ways of life, simple living, the quiet life. Definitely right up my street. It's centered around celebrating living, particularly living out in the countryside, being out in the garden, and as I said, just enjoying the more simple, quiet life. And I think it's actually quite nice that fashion has kind of followed this, because I think we do have a lot of kind of structured blazers and suits and tailoring, which very much mimics the kind of city business life. So I think it's quite nice now that we have been flipped on its head, and now it's celebrating the more quiet life and the countryside living. And so yeah, I really like this trend. And then finally, another huge trend for this summer is the kitten heel. I didn't think I'd be saying this, but I'm actually quite here for this. We are officially seeing the back of huge heels. I feel like everyone is just leaning into their like just more comfortable phase, and I think with the whole sort of elevated basics and the cottage core aesthetic coming in, kitten heels just seem to seamlessly fit that vibe. I've already bought a couple of pairs of kitten heels and honestly they're such a game changer. As someone who is already fairly tall, I have never really enjoyed wearing heels. I mean, let's be honest, most heels, they're not as comfortable as a good pair of flats or trainers. So for me, a kitten heel just fits the bill perfectly. We've also been seeing a lot of kitten heels in a more vintage style. So I've been seeing a lot of like, this is more in relation to designer rather than high street, but I've been seeing a lot of the designer vintage brands, like their old style heels becoming really popular. Definitely a nod to like the 90s Y2K thing. I've seen a lot of Gucci, I've seen some Dior heels. So I think we are going to see this trickle down into the high street trends. In fact, I'm already seeing it, a lot more vintage style kitten heels, which I'm definitely here for. I really love that kind of 90s vibe. It's not too much, but it's just, yeah, it's quite fun. And as I said, I'm a tall girl, I don't need the extra height all the time, but I do enjoy wearing a pair of heels, and as someone who was a self-confessed hater of kitten heels, I honestly couldn't stand them. A bit like how I feel about ballet flats now. They're basically ballet flats with a heel, aren't they? Let's be honest. But yeah, I love a kitten heel. I'm not ashamed to say it. And that's it, guys. That brings me to the end of my Summer Trends 2023 video. Really hope you enjoyed this, guys. I am so on board with literally all of these trends. What a rare change. I haven't had to moan. Oh, I did moan about ballet flats. Let me know what trends you're really loving at the moment. Let me know what trends you're excited to wear, which ones you're not so excited to wear. I always love to hear both sides. But I'm going to leave this here, guys, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please do remember to like, comment and subscribe before you go, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.